Hi. So today I was going to talk about the ceremony itself. Um, I don't know, some people are like, I don't understand how to do an interfaith or an intercultural wedding. Like, how do you pick which pieces and how do you put it all together into a cohesive whole? And to me, I look at it as, this is going to sound really nerdy, but it's like the ceremony is kind of like your Google desktop and or whatever other kind of, you know, desktop background that you have, and the different elements of the ceremony are just widgets that you stick into place however you like. So I see them each as like a little individual component, and I'm gonna stick a bunch of them in. Um, so this is the plan that we have, is that we will be walking down an aisle, accompanied by my parents. I think that's an important part of the Western ceremony that they would really miss if we didn't do. Um, we will be walking towards a mandap, which is the Hindu canopy, very, very similar to a chuppah in a Jewish ceremony. We are planning to make the mandap out of wooden lattice from Home Depot and then cover it in marigold blossoms. There will be probably some kind of like a rug under it because we will be taking off our shoes. The officiant will have his shoes off. I will be wearing a red lenga, and that is very, very similar to a sari. Once you put it on, the effect is very similar to a sari. And then my fiance is going to be wearing a kilt and the full Scottish like jacket and stockings and everything, because we are both ethnically Scottish. He is 3/4 Scottish and I am half Scottish, so, and half Irish, so Celtic elements made a lot of sense for us to do. So yeah, so we will walk down the aisle to the mandap with a bagpiper playing, and then we are going to have marigold garlands to put around each other's necks. I'm not sure if maybe maybe the attendants will be carrying those. Like, I'm not planning to have bouquets or anything for the girls or anything like that, so they might be carrying those garlands. Then we're gonna do kind of a do you take this woman, do you take this man kind of thing from the Western tradition, and the home-written vows. You know, we're gonna write vows ourselves, and then we will exchange rings, and then he will put the Mangala Sutra around my neck, and we will do the Celtic hand binding, hand fasting, which I know in some traditions is considered like a temporary thing, but for us it's just like, I think if I read right on the internet, you can sort of choose what the time period for it is, so you know, we're just looking at it as a part of the Celtic tradition to incorporate. Once we are tied together, we will walk around the fire 7 times, which is a Hindu tradition, and the garments of the groom and the bride are usually tied together, so I'm going to see if we can work it so that it's our hands that are tied together, although I'm not really sure how we're going to walk in a circle like that, so I have to experiment with that one a little bit. We found a little outdoor fire pit kind of thing on Amazon that's really pretty, and it was $50, so I've ordered that, and our venue said it was fine to have that out there and lit. They did not have a problem with that, so we're going to walk around the fire and then have the kiss, and I think that's about it, and then bagpipe music as we leave. So I didn't have too much trouble figuring out which parts of the Hindu ceremony I most wanted and which parts of the Celtic ceremony would fit in, and how to mix those two, so I'm pretty happy with that result. One thing is that we don't have a Hindu priest doing the ceremony. We have a friend, another friend. Forgot about that from my other video about budget tips, getting friends to help. So yeah, we have a friend who is happy to do a non-denominational kind of let us do our own thing, kind of stand in the background. But I was a little bit disappointed that we wouldn't have like a real full-on Hindu ceremony, and I was talking to my cousin about it, who was married in India 12 years ago now, 12 years ago, in a full Hindu ceremony, and she and her Indian husband live in the US now, but she said, you know, we are friends with a lot of the Pandits at the Sri Lakshmi temple back in my hometown. Um, would you like to just do like a simple Vedic ceremony there when you're in town? And I was like, yes, yes, we would. So we haven't organized that yet, but we're super excited to, my mom wants us to come back to my hometown for relatives and people who don't want to travel here where we live to the wedding. So we were going to have like a little reception there, and as part of that we could just go, the two of us and like real close family, to do a Vedic ceremony. Just the bare bones basic, and my fiance is excited to wear a sherwani. I was like, you really don't have to, but I think he really wants one. So we're looking into the cost of getting him a sherwani. He thinks he should have one just because, wear to Hindu events and festivals and things. So yeah, that's how our ceremony is shaping up, our interfaith, intercultural type ceremony. There may be some other elements that we add to it, but yeah, it just seems like plug the little bits in wherever you want to. That's what we're doing.